Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mark Ramone, joined today by Mark Sherry and our special guest, Andy Morrison, owner of the Wing Agency. You just heard Jake Kulak with Circles. Before that, Joe Bouchard in the Golden Age. And we started off with Kosmos Sunshine 2020 Vision. Let's go to Jake Kulak. That is some great indie poppy music with Circles. Amazing.
Indie poppy. And this is his latest release, just came out. Yeah, Jake is originally, I think, from Longmeadow, Mass. And now he lives, across the border in Connecticut. He's plays out a lot. And this is a new sound for him. He's been, I guess, a blues guitar phenom for several years. He's still very young, and now he's getting into a little bit more of a, kind of a, as you said, pop indie, sound. And this is a very catchy tune. And his voice, I think, has just really matured. It sounds great.
You're absolutely right. I mean, a lot of things that Jake is doing is maturing. He's a recent grad at the Berklee School of Music, but the accomplishments at this young age, his band won the Battle of the Bands at Foxwoods and won $10,000.
Wow.
And that's when he was, he was probably 17 or something like that, he is a very, very special talent for sure. And the new band, with the new sound is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
You can catch Jake at Bash on the Grass in Ledyard, Connecticut on July 28th and also on August 10th at Grassy Strip Concert in Madison, Connecticut.
Yep, at the Madison Beach Hotel.
Yeah, that should be lots of fun. I plan on being there, that's for sure.
Well, we did a blues festival in March. We've done a few of them with Jake. And after that, a lot of people were saying, how about a Grassy Strip show? And so we put it together.
Yeah, I've seen Jake a couple of times at the Hartford Blues Festival.
Yep.
Bushnell Park. Yeah, he's quite the performer. And before that, talking about performers, a really legendary performer we have living in the area in Killingworth, Connecticut now, Joe Bouchard. And we heard his song In the Golden Age, which is a, fairly recent release a couple of years ago. And Joe, he's known as, he's one of the founding members of the band Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Yeah, you might have heard of those guys. Yeah. And he's actually wrote some of their, their hit songs.
Fear the Reaper.
We need more cowbell.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He played with them for 16 years, and they did 14 albums together. And now he's got he has a group called Blue Coupe, and he plays with his brother. And then he also does some of his own shows now. And I guess that's when you've been working with him, Andy.
Yeah, we have had a good relationship. We've booked him a few times, and Joe he's just a lot of fun to be around.
In this particular tune, I love the guitar riffs in there, and it's kind of like an anthem, almost like an anthem type song, talking about the golden age of rock music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I've over the years I've watched him. I think he prefers to play acoustic.
That's interesting. Yeah, I don't think Blue Oyster Cult did too much acoustic.
No. So probably now it gives him a chance to do that.
Yeah, and we started out that block with Kosmos Sunshine out of the Litchfield Hills of Connecticut, and now splits his time in New York City. And this is a 2020 release of a song called 2020 Vision.
Mm-hmm.
This song has a very to me, kind of an ethereal sound with some really nice guitar in it. And Kosmos is an excellent guitar player. We've had a number of excellent guitar players on this show, and Kosmos is one of them.
Yes, he is. And the great thing about Kosmos is he's not afraid to bring in different instruments, different players into, his bands. He's always, open. One time he had a band and, he had a violin player. And, he likes to, find that unique sound. And one of the bookings that I did with Kosmos, I had him open for Quinn Sullivan at the Guard Theatre in New London, which was a great, incredible show. And the people that were with Quinn really enjoyed, listening to Kosmos and his music.
And he was, as you may know very well, inducted into the Connecticut Blues Hall of Fame as well in 2018. Did you do that?
I inducted him.
Uh-huh.
Being the ambassador, to the New York and the Connecticut Blues Hall of Fame, and actually the Rhode Island too, although I don't do much over there.
And you inducted Tom Forst too, as well, right?
And in the Connecticut and the New York. And that was the Blues Hall of Fame. That was their decision to do that.
And before we finish up our show here, I just wanted to mention one more of your clients, Andy, at the Wing Booking Agency. Somebody who hasn't yet released an original song, but will be shortly. A very young and very vibrant and talented musician, Sophia Griswold, who is a wild trombonist and vocalist out of the Old Lyme, Connecticut area. And you don't hear the word wild usually associated with trombonist.
That's amazing that you would say that. She is wild, and she enjoys having fun. This young lady, by the way, spent a good part of a year over in Dubai. She was chosen to be in the band for the World Festival.
Mm-hmm.
And we are just the whole community is so proud of her.
Mm.
She put together a band that they're all Berkeley students now that she's back there, and it's a funk jazz band, and it's just wildly good. I'm gonna try to book her again at Black Eyed Sally's.
Oh, that's a great place for her.
Yeah,
she had a good show there the first time she played.
We'll definitely look forward to seeing that. That's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Andy, I'd like to thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you both. A pleasure.
Been our pleasure as well. Thanks for visiting with us, and we hope you enjoyed some great original music from Western New England artists. And I'm Mark Sherry, and I was here this week with Mark Ramone and Andy Morrison. And the New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music, and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music writing, production, and performances.
If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it, and like the New Music Alliance and Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And don't forget to check out our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential Western New England Songbook, a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from Western New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, we'd appreciate your making a donation or becoming a member or a sponsor.
And if you're a local Western New England musician who would like to have your original music considered to be on our show, send links to your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. Join us next week for more great tunes from Western New England artists. And until next week, please stay safe and keep on
rockin'. Let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out today with African Eyes.